Welcome to The Explainer. Today, we are digging into a real cornerstone of Pakistan's STEM education scene, Mehran University of Engineering and Technology, or as you'll probably hear me call it, MUET.
Now, this university is located in Jamshora, in the Sindh province. And look, MUET isn't just another university. We're talking about an institution that's consistently ranked by Pakistan's Higher Education Commission as one of the top 10, that's right, top 10 engineering schools in the entire country.
But you know, the ranking is just part of the picture. The real story here is its journey. I mean, how does a regional college grow into a national powerhouse, one that's actually shaping technology and industry across the entire country? So yeah, let's dive into exactly that.
All right, so here's our game plan. We'll start with its origins, then we'll explore its academic landscape, check out what's happening beyond the lecture hall, and finally, we'll try to measure its impact and reach.
Okay, first up, let's get into the university's origin story.
So, MUET's history is all about deliberate and honestly pretty rapid growth. I mean, just look at this timeline. It all kicked off back in 1963 as a college designed to feed the growing industrialization. But get this. By 1977, just 14 years later, it wasn't a college anymore. It had earned its own university charter. It was ready to tackle the country's huge demand for top-notch engineers. That's a fast track.
And the sheer scale of this transformation, it's just incredible. We're talking about going from an initial class of 450 students to over 7,500 today. It didn't just grow, it completely evolved. It skyrocketed into a major educational force, which really shows you just how important its role has become for the entire nation.
So, that brings us to the question, what exactly does this modern powerhouse teach? Well, its whole academic core is built on 4 major faculties. You can think of them as the 4 pillars of learning at MUET. First up, you've got the faculty that will literally powers heavy industry. We're talking about mechanical, chemical, and petroleum engineering. These departments are absolutely crucial for Pakistan's energy, manufacturing, and all its resource extraction industries.
Next, you have what I like to call the digital heart of the university. This is where they're training the brains behind Pakistan's booming tech and communication sectors. It covers the whole spectrum, from software and computer systems all the way to biomedical engineering.
And then there's the faculty that's all about shaping the physical world we live in. And this is so much more than just buildings. They've got programs in architecture, civil engineering, and even city and regional planning. They're basically designing the sustainable cities of tomorrow.
And you know, holding all of this together, underpinning everything, is the Faculty of Basic Sciences. This is the bedrock. It provides that fundamental knowledge in science and language, basically all the stuff that every single great engineer has to rely on.
But okay, MUET's influence goes way beyond just the classroom. It's a real hub for innovation, and they're tackling some serious, real-world challenges.
For a perfect example, just look at its Water Research Center. This is a huge collaboration with the US, and it was set up to tackle one of the most critical environmental challenges in the region, water security. This is big stuff.
And here's another one, the Nanotechnology Center. What's so cool about this is it's not just theory, right? They develop actual, tangible products. Think nanofiber water filters. And get this, during the COVID-19 pandemic, they developed a local substitute for N95 masks. I mean, that's innovation with a direct, life-saving impact. Just incredible.
The university also has a national robotics lab. And they're not just playing with robots in a vacuum. They're working directly with Pakistan Railways to help modernize the entire rail network. It's a perfect example of how a university can drive improvements in national infrastructure.
And this quote, to nurture the innovation and entrepreneurship spirit of students, it just perfectly sums up what MUET is all about. See, the goal isn't just to churn out skilled engineers. It's about fostering the next generation of innovators, of entrepreneurs, the people who are literally going to build Pakistan's future.
Okay, so we've got top-notch academics, we've got groundbreaking research, but how does all this actually measure up? What's the impact on a national and even an international scale?
Well, the numbers really do speak for themselves. MUET is number 1, the top dog for engineering in its home province of Sindh. Not only that, it's consistently in the top 8 for all of Pakistan. And if you zoom out to the international stage, it's ranked in the top 400 universities across all of Asia. That is seriously impressive. And they're not just staying put. Their reach is constantly expanding. With a whole network of campuses and affiliated colleges, MUET is making sure that a world-class engineering education is more accessible than ever before, especially across the Sindh province.
So when you put it all together, what do you get? You see a journey from a small, specialized college to this massive, comprehensive institution. It's become a true engine for Pakistan's innovation, a place that educates thousands, and it's building a real, lasting legacy of engineering excellence.
And that really leaves us with one final big question to think about. As these incredible institutions like MUT keep evolving, as they continue to blend that hands-on, real-world innovation with rock-solid academics, what does that mean for the future? How are they going to shape the very definition of what it means to be an engineer for generations to come?